Hello and welcome back to yet another Let's Play channel. I'm Vic, flying solo again tonight, and we're going to get into Control Ultimate Edition. I know almost nothing about this game, except that it looks like the main character might have been based on some celebrity, but I don't recognize her. And there seem to be superpowers, which sounds awesome to me, so let's get into it. Subtitles sounds good. Go. Off to a high energy start.
Fair warning. This is gonna be weirder than usual. Can't be helped. You called me. So here I am. I know I shut you out sometimes. I'm always glad to hear from you. It's just that I get my hopes up. So many times it's led to nothing. I found nothing. It's like we live in a room and there's a poster on the wall. We stare at it and we think that's the whole world. The room and the poster.
Plato's Cave.
The picture's something nice. A landscape, a famous person. Like in that movie, what is it called? The prison movie. The room's a cell, and the picture, it's different. For each of us, it can be beautiful or terrible, but we're all transfixed. But it's all a lie, something to distract us from the truth. They're lying to us. We're lying to ourselves. The room's not the world. The world is much bigger and much stranger. There's a hole hidden behind that poster that leads to the real world. We all feel safe in that room. But sometimes something crawls out from behind the poster. And the ones that see it happen freak out and try to forget what they saw. I'm here. Why did you bring me here?
Hello? Anyone here?
Whoa, mouse sensitivity. Okay, that was a hell of an intro. I'm into this immediately. I love the weird stuff. And this is the Federal Bureau of Control, which sounds like a perfectly reasonable thing to have in a liberal democratic society, don't you think? Please wait here. No. Not doing that. Why did the door just open? Multiple containment breaches detected? Is this an SCP game? Are we an SCP? Because I'm pretty sure that we have some uncanny abilities sooner or later. All right. Staffing, surveillance, redacted. Data center initiative, construction, redacted, redacted. Office equipment, janitorial costs, redacted. Mold removal, HQ livability costs. See page 5. I only have one page. Where's the rest of them? Some pneumatic message delivery tubes. This place has been around for a while.
Seal. I saw it a long time ago. I keep seeing it in my dreams.
Okay. Head of Research, Dr. Casper Darling. And doesn't he look like a darling? Our bureau at work. Hard to believe they got him to stand in that pose for a whole-ass portrait. Director Zachariah Trench. It sure looked an awful lot like he shot himself in the intro movie. Defibrillator. Handy. I used to work at a place where we had AEDs on site, and we were trained how to use them, but we were told that our insurance policy didn't cover the use of AEDs. So the boss was like, look, if you encounter a situation where you
Bureau of Control.
Where you need to
All
use
these
an
years I've been looking for them, and they were hiding in plain sight.
if you run into a situation where you need to use an AED, just do it and we'll figure it out later. Which is exactly the sort of thing that you want to hear as a teenager. Those blinds really make it look like I can go under there, but none of the usual crouch hotkeys are working, so I guess we'll come back to that. Can we go? Alright, well, maybe it's just a... Yeah, they don't really want us going in those. I appreciate that it highlights stuff that I might want to interact with. Redacted is a shark in his redacted, although secure redacted, permission to redacted, following basic protocol redacted, shoot to kill redacted. Neat. Oh, she really gets moving when you sprint. This is going to be a fast-paced game, or at least the action will. Hello, as you all should know by now, the R4 reports are due by the end of the week. We're still waiting on them from a number of people. If you need an extension, please request rform.e from your supervisor. If you think you're exempt from filing an R4, then you'll need to get written permission from your department chief saying so. Remember, R4s are mandatory under Section 75.2 of the Employee Manual. Your R4 requires interdepartmental claims. If your R4 requires interdepartmental claims, then please contact the appropriate department head, Dr. Darling, Miss Marshall, Mr. Salvador, or Mr. Kirkland, as needed. They'll be busy on Thursday in their annual policy review, so please schedule accordingly. Your admin team. Well, it looks like, as is the case with all federal bureaus of things, there are plenty of bureaucratic hurdles for everyone to be busy with at work. Oh, hey.
Hello?
Now, a place like this, named the Federal Bureau of Control, and just soaked in ancient technology, Doesn't really strike me as the sort of place that would
Hey, excuse me.
employ a feller like this. On the other hand, this doesn't seem to be a restricted area, so maybe it's not a big deal.
There you are. You are here about the job. Janitor's assistant. You need to go to the interview. Go that way to the elevator.
Thanks. Elevator that way. Got it.
Very good. I'm Ahti, the janitor, by the way. You'll work for me. You can say I sent you. If they don't hire you, either you are no relevant. There be work for the axe. Take them behind the sauna, you halot.
I've done enough night shift loner jobs to know it makes us come off weird. Ahti the janitor is a friendly face in my book.
Better than somebody with no face at all. Think about it. No face.
But that said, I know what you're thinking. If there's an axe murderer around, that's him.
Did he just respond to our internal monologue? Other than that, I like him too, Jesse, but that little detail is concerning. Okay, so we went in a circle.
The cell and the poster. I was 11 years old the first time I saw behind the poster. They told me I imagined it. I've been trying to pull it down ever since. Will you help?
I got your back, Jesse. We're gonna shred that poster. Intro credits. Solid graphics. The face animations are just slightly off in sort of an unsettling way. But that's, I think, going to turn out to be sort of appropriate.
Did I lose you there for a moment? You know what's on my mind. My baby brother, Dylan. 17 years since the men of this bureau took him.
There's a weird moment there where I could move Jesse, but not the camera. That's an interesting tree. Who here knows the conspiracy theory about the gold fringe on the flags? Let me know in the comments. Oh man. I just got a major Portal 2 vibe from the decor here. Okay, so we gotta find somebody's ID card so that we can badge into the secure area, it looks like. Confidential? And who's leaving these things just lying around on the ground? Classified? Inappropriate. Barbara, I am not to be disturbed. Cancel all my appointments for the day, for the rest of the week. I can't trust them, Barbara. Not a single one. Trench. I'm not sure that that document is appropriate for classification, Director Trench. Oh, is that the culmination of the intro video? Yup.
Shit. You want me to pick it up? The murder weapon? Really?
Well, that's not me making the screen go all wonky, Jesse. So who are you talking to?
And there goes the poster.
Objects of power can cause or be results of AWE's altered world events, intrusions upon the perceived reality. Now, the service weapon is, of course, a prime example of an OOP, a very powerful one. Ingrained in the Bureau's DNA, a key component in our prime candidate program. Come out of that Russian roulette a winner and you're it.
Look at this place. Where am I?
Okay. Gun? No. Love it. So in case you're wondering, I am not able to interpret the speech of the board. It's only the subtitles that are intelligible. Okay. So we've got power now, apparently.
Okay. Now I have a gun.
Ho, ho, ho. Recharging. Okay, no ammo management in this game. Time to learn about cover. Yes. Oh, recharges pretty quick too. That's nice. Come on. Who's next?
Something's coming. This threat. An attack. Duty as director. Keep the Bureau safe.
Did you hear that? It's the dead man. Right after the pyramid spoke to me, and it was just noise, and I understood every word. And this gun's alive. You know what? I'm happy. Happy to be here. Things have quieted down outside. Is it safe to go?
What was going on outside? I really liked that bit about you/we wield the gun /you. Or whatever. Okay. There is a lot going on here. Doesn't that look like there ought to be a safe in there? I guess this is our office now, huh? And we've already got a dead man in it. Oh. Alright.
You can't let this happen. 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 You stopped it. You... Oh, thank you. That was... horror.
Get the fuck away!
His guard. His corrupted security guard. His guards used standard issue bullpup rifles they carried prior to corruption, while the armored guards carry pump-action shotguns. They have no observed paranatural abilities, with the exception that certain His guards are protected by shielding of dense His resonance, capable of stopping bullets. Refer to file redacted for a full report. Well, you know, there was something else. Service weapon. Containment procedure. No unique procedures required. This sure has some distinct aspects of an SCP game. The object's form is variable. When bound, the object allows para-utilitarians to redact it. This object must only be bound by individuals seeking the role of redacted. The object will determine whether redacted. If rejected, the applicant is terminated. This process is dictated by the redacted, though their criteria is unknown. The object was discovered inside the oldest house, in the room that is now used as the director's office. The popular hypothesis, redacted, many forms throughout history, redacted. Mjolnir, Excalibur, Varunastra, all weapons that redacted of their wielders. If objects of power are the convergence of forces based on the collective subconscious, then this may be the original manifestation of that event. If this is the case, redacted. Well, that sure makes it seem incredibly potent.
Objects of power can cause or be result.
We already saw that. Materials. 1. Clearance level. How can I be the director and not have a clearance level? That doesn't seem right at all. While pending any notifications of death related to the Willow AWE, please adhere to the following guidelines. Words, phrase to use. In the service of his or her country. Regret, proud, or pride. Will be remembered. Words or phrases to avoid. Alaska, scissors, blood or bleed, loss, apologies, or sorry. How am I? Oh. What was I doing in a portrait? Do you think my service weapon can be a flashlight? That would be nice. Director Jesse Faden. The portraits got updated when the board selected us as director. I know I keep walking past that alarm, but there didn't seem to be anything over there for me to get into. On the other hand, there really doesn't seem to be much else going on. Okay, that's because I'm not really supposed to be messing around with this stuff right now.
The hotline. Secure line of communication. Guidance. Reach the hotline.
The hotline. That's the dead man. Okay.
Where? Oh, wow. We're rather fragile, aren't we? They didn't even use grenades. They just flanked me. Jerks. Oh, now I can crouch. Okay.
The hotline. Secure line of communication. Guidance. Reach the hotline.
The hotline. Is that the dead man? Okay.
Where did my flanker come from? That was it?
Reminder, if you experience an unanticipated building shift, follow these simple steps. 1. Search the room for any altered items or objects of power. 2. Carry the altered item or object of power to the nearest safe room. 3. Wait for Bureau staff to find you and the object. If there are no altered items or objects of power in the vicinity, then reach your supervisor via the nearest intercom and await further instructions. Thank you for your attention.
So the building just periodically shifts around and creates objects of power? Is that what I'm hearing? I sure would like to have a rifle. Wouldn't that be nice? Maybe some optics. Where is that voice? Are those people just going to stay up there, or am I going to have to fight them too? Marshall, we checked out the suspected AWE in Duluth. Wasn't anything, just like the house fire before this, and the malfunctioning clothes dryer before that. My team is getting pretty sick of duds. We need to find a better way to sort the fake AWEs out from the real things. Or you need to rotate these field agents off for a bit. Anyway, we're en route to Sherman Ranch, next one on the list. Let's hope it's a little livelier there. Special Agent Keenum. Oh wow, I guess they expected that they might be in here a while. I could use some emergency supplies, no? It's like a freaking prison. Accuracy boost. Okay. Alright, well, actually, this is a good spot to call it for today. If you're wondering what's happened to Breath of the Wild, don't worry, we're going to get it back. Had a little bit of a scheduling snafu, but we're going to be back on track soon. And Subnautica is definitely going to continue as well. So come back again tomorrow for either one of those or maybe some more Control. Talk to you soon.